It's impossible for us to not have a sense of like excitement and nervousness and pride and gratitude.
All I know is he and the other Avengers are on a text thread that is used multiple times a day.
Yeah.
That is a family.
It will never be shut down, that text thread. And it should never be observed because we're out of our minds. But what it really is a thing of love and respect and support for each other. And also genuinely, like, we're fans. I mean, the reason this has been such a great adventure, and speaking of kids and family, so many of us have all started families since even the first Iron Man. I mean, we got our youngsters and everyone's here, and now they just got to watch all the movies.
It's a pretty epic moment. I think the world is waiting, and we're here to deliver one way or another. It's bittersweet, you know. It's like I think we all, it's been a great ride, and we've been really blessed. But it's coming to an end. I was talking to a friend of mine about going to see movies with our families, and how movies are such an important part of our family life and bonding us. And, that's what's happened at these movies for, it's 22 movies now. And people really have an emotional connection to it. And it brings people together in this really divided time, and storytelling like transcends all of that and reminds us of our common humanity, and we have the best fans in the world. It's a journey, the film, and it goes to a lot of surprising places. And it has a lot of pathos and a lot of humor and a lot of action.
Yeah, they've always been great. That's the best thing about Marvel. They have this kind of baked-in-the-cake fan base because of the amazing work that came before these films. So it's a double-edged sword. You have this wonderful fan base, but you also have the pressure to make sure you satisfy the people whose taste is from the source material. So you can't deviate too much, and they deserve that allegiance.
It's a family, yeah. It's a family through and through. Everybody was really nice. I don't know. I had a really good time. Excited to see what the future holds, and I have no idea what will happen next, but I'm excited to find out tonight when I watch the movie for the first time.
Marvel has kind of set a standard where look, a lot of times you make movies and you don't know how it's going to turn out. With Marvel, we become a little too accustomed to knowing it's going to be good. It's just a matter of how good.
We've done a big loop of the world. Left Australia, came here, went to London, then went across to Asia, then went back to Australia quickly, and then here we are. So, and this is it. This is the wrap up. Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, none of us have seen it either, so I think we have the same enthusiasm and excitement as the fans do to see it. And a lot of us have been working on this for close to 10 years now, and 22, 23 films or something, and so. Yeah, it's pretty special, and once in a career, once in a lifetime opportunity, and just trying to, soak up every moment, enjoy it, and as I said, very excited to see the film because I didn't even read the script, let alone see the film. So this whole experience is a dream for most of us, and without the fans, none of it would be possible. And so to still have that kind of enthusiasm is pretty special. We took a big swing in this one, and it was kind of left everything on the table, and we all wanted to do something unique and something different and something fresh, and that was my certainly goal, personally, and I think we're all pretty proud of what we've done and excited for people to see it, obviously.
It's amazing. It's been a long road for everybody involved in making this movie. So yeah, this is an enormous moment for all of us. The fact that people are anticipating it so much is a thrill, and for Joe and I think we just can't wait to just show the movie and get it over with.
I mean, it's great. It's hard answering questions for the last 3 weeks that you can't answer. So now we're going to be able to talk about it, as Ann said, and we're excited. We started in India with
First time ever for a Marvel movie,
yeah. First fan event, I think, in India ever. It was amazing.
That's very cool.
Then we went to Vegas for CinemaCon, LA to do the LA junket. Then we flew to London for a huge fan event, Seoul, Korea, Shanghai, where we had 9,000 people come out for a fan event, and then back here for the premiere. So we don't know what time zone we're in.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's no better reminder about like how important these movies are for everybody, and it's like we care so deeply about them. To see that other people are responding at that level as well is really inspiring and exciting.
I mean, you know, you can never anticipate any of that stuff. All we can do is focus really hard on making the best movie that we can, telling the best story that we can, the one that excites us the most, and then, you know, hopefully the audience is as excited about it as we are. And so the fact that they responded that way is fantastic, and, you know, really makes us happy.
You know, exactly. We've come so far, it's hard to actually put a specific name to it, but it's just, for Joe and I, it's just like, again, you know, when we make these movies, we have to use ourselves as the barometer for how they're playing and what we feel about them, what we think about them, to finally to be at the moment where we can actually like turn it over to an audience and let them tell us what the movie is. That's the most exciting moment for a filmmaker. So really, I think we're just looking forward to the audiences telling us what the movie is for them.
Just the excitement of tonight. I can't believe that it's finally here. We're going to see the movie. We all woke up this morning, my whole family, thought, oh, we're going to see this thing finally today. I've been traveling the world with some of these other guys, and none of us know exactly what's going to happen. So all of those questions will be answered a few hours from now. It is an incredible experience to, you know, be on stage with 8,500 screaming people that are such diehard Marvel fans and Avengers fans, and you know, last week we were in Shanghai, and it was really an experience I wish everyone could have at least once in their life, to hear that kind of cheering and feel that kind of passion about something. It was a cool thing to be a part of. I'm excited for audiences to experience this culmination of 22 films and to kind of see where this thing has landed and have this satisfying, emotional, and roller coaster ride of an experience. And I can't wait until audiences discover it.
It's 10 years, 22 movies, and it feels like an enormous amount of work that's culminated to this final moment, this end game, and it feels like the beginning of something and the end of something else. And you know, it's an interesting transitional time, and you know, I really, it's funny, even talking to the Russos about this, you know, they always say, they're like, we needed to kind of bring this to a close. We needed this chapter to close. We needed to give people a cathartic experience, and I'm hoping that's what we get tonight. I think it will be, but the fans are amazing. I mean, I met a fan the other day who I'd met through the Make-A-Wish Foundation, Bridget, and she was like, I started watching these movies when I was 6 and now I'm 15. She was like this beautiful young woman. She's like, I grew up with you playing this character, and it was so meaningful for her, the character's journey, and it reflected her own journey of self-discovery. And you know, that's what you get with this kind of franchise. It really is, you know, meaningful for people, and these characters are reflective of the audience's own experience of self-discovery, and that's just awesome.
It's very exciting. I'm a fan here, so I'm dressed in these colours to sort of, you know, to be respectful of my fallen others and myself, I guess, and watch what happens. Well, the fans kind of make this, you know, this is what it's all about, and more than anything else, you hope that they're going to be happy with the end result and the end game.
Oh man, you can really feel it. I mean, the excitement is in the air. It's palpable. Everybody is so thrilled and dying to really see this film, and I'm one of those people. I'm just can't wait to go sit down, get my popcorn ready, and see how Endgame unfolds. The fans mean everything to all of us. I mean, the fans are unreal. They're so full of passion and vigor and excitement and knowledge and know-how, and trying to impress them is all of our top goal every single day we go to set. And they have a high bar for success. They have a high bar, high expectations, and it's a constant struggle to try to meet them and surpass them. Marvel's somehow done it every step of the way, and we're so thrilled and so lucky to have that fan base. I mean, they're outside right now dressed as Star-Lord, dressed as the Guardians of the Galaxy, or dressed as the Avengers. They've been out there for hours all day, and they're just full of joy. It's really exciting and fun for them, and it's so fun for us to get to just meet those folks and look them in the eye and say, like, wow, this is really cool.
We dropped such a big bomb in the last movie by ending it that way that it's almost like people aren't asking questions. They're still kind of in shock and hurt and injured, and they're just looking for hope. And we can only go, yeah, sure, you'll feel better.
Rarely look to us for hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the excitement and the feedback from the first film was major, right?
Yeah, that was
so
exciting.
just to see this follow up to it, I'm kind of excited to see if they're gonna if it's gonna pull through.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how things connect and how they recover from what we ended with last movie. I don't understand where we go with that. But someone does.
Yeah, the Russos do.
The Russos
And we should
do.
just lock them in a room and get all the information so we know what to
before the premiere.
Yeah, so we know what to say at interviews like this.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I'm just really fresh to the Marvel universe, but to see people do the cosplays and really be passionate about it, it's something that I'm enjoying already. But you've been in this for you've been OG. You're an OG Avenger.
I'm not OG, but I'm like 5'6". I'm 6 years in, I think.
6 years. That's OG levels.
I think we make these movies for fans. These movies they're made by fans and made for fans. It's nice when people say nice things about the movie, but you really just want the fans to be excited and just emotional and just totally into whatever it is we're putting out. So it's for them.
Yeah, 22 movies. It's a little bit odd, and I didn't. In the beginning, there was a sense that if we messed one up, we would be in trouble. Certainly the first one didn't feel like a guarantee by any stretch. But then thanks to Kevin and everyone that executed and brought fresh vision and voices and inspiration and creativity to it, wonderful casting choices, wonderful people behind the camera. It's become like a big group effort. And so to be the one that kicked the ball off and to see this is really surreal.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the cast and filmmakers of Marvel Studios' Avengers